Alright, hey guys, welcome back to a brand new play-by-play video. We're playing some Athena solo here, and we'll see how it goes. I don't know, pretty excited, uh, pretty interested to see how it goes. This is like me streaming, so I might not be like with the same focus, but we're gonna try to do our very best here. We're doing the double blue buff start at level 1. This is probably one of the better starts you can do in ranked right now for solo lane. Helps out the Athena with just getting all the minions, or really any character with getting all the minions at level 1. Super important if you can get it off. You need some synergy with your jungler, but it lets you hit level 2 right away, which is just super valuable. I'm not sure if he did it, but he has Sunder, so he's going to be a-okay. Regardless, it really just kind of allows you to not go Sunder, though, which is so great. In a lane like this against a Bellona, we really just want to like not get hit by him so we can, knock root the wave. And the rest of our lane is just going to be kind of running around, trying to out-clear him, trying to out-farm him the best we can. And that'll kind of be that. With the nature of solo lane right now, the game is pretty evasive. You don't really have to sit there and fight each other a whole lot. And so just kind of running away to the other person's back camps is, generally speaking, what we're going to take advantage of on a character like this, because we definitely don't outfight a Bellona. Conduit Gem is what I would recommend on this character. You could go Bluestone as well. The idea, though, is that you just want to be able to clear well. So whatever lets you do that. But, be careful, I guess, noting that Athena's damage is decent. As you can see, like, we do some amount, but we've got a bunch of potions for a reason. That idea is really just sort of chilling out. We'll get poked here and there. It's not a huge deal. I probably want to go, like, Breastplate first item. Just to allow myself to farm better, and just will play a smooth game. Oh, that's a good disarm by him. Idea there is I wanted to like use my reach to group the wave, but got cancelled out of it, so a little bit rough. I would say Athena is probably one of the weaker laners, so you're not really expecting to like win lanes with her, but she can be pretty good into gods like Hades, or squishier characters you can kind of just like one-tap with your combo, or at least poke out pretty significantly, and she struggles into pressure sustained picks like Bellona, like Chalk. So yeah, definitely one of the more like team fighty solo laners. So if you're kind of a fan of that playstyle and you don't mind losing a couple of the early trades, I recommend just going a bunch of health pots, and you should generally be okay. Bellona's walking to you. She has everything, and Sunder, I think, so just be careful. This is pretty customary in ranked now for a lot of junglers to just sort of try to, get some invades off just a little bit. It's sort of a zero-sum thing, so you make a try at it. I think we got a couple there, which is nice. And when it comes to Athena rotating with your ultimate, obviously it can be a really good call, but I think the same things that I always say with rotating applies, right? Which you just have to ask, like, how good is the actual play, and how consistent and reliable is it? So if you rotate a lot, you'll lose a lot of farm, probably. That's not a bad thing, but obviously if the play looks bad, you don't want to do it. Now this is a good one, right? Because look how far push up this Zeus is. So he's just going to die. You want to look for angles like that, where people are, blatantly over-aggressive, and then you just look for it. But more often than not, just kind of chilling over in your lane is probably going to be an okay call. If you're queued with people, stuff like that, obviously the play call is a little bit different, but probably not recommending this so much in solo queue, but get your mid laner and queue with you, get a jungler, get ADCs, try to get comms with them, and figure it out. Just understand that you might lose farm time to time for it. It's not the end of the world. Like, we'll maybe lose blue buffs here and there and stuff like that. And it's really no big deal, right? Because we're trying to impact the map in different ways, and because we're effectively support too, the idea of me like hyper farming and stuff like that isn't always going to be the most relevant. You want to farm and not give up stuff for no reason, but if you're giving up something for a play, don't worry about it. It's also really important to try to get these rocks up. I think they spawn every, they spawn every minute and a half. I think they start spawning at 3 minutes, so you get intelligence and strength 2 per rock, which is a really nice kind of buff, which you can do really easily. We know Thanatos is dead right now, so we're just going to look for a proxy. I know it looks a little bit derpy, but it's totally fine for us to do, and we just kind of proxy this. If the jungler's alive, obviously, probably don't want to make this play, but just gives us some clear prio. We can go back over to the rocks, look for a red buff invade if it's up, and we'll heal with potions and all that stuff, and we'll be totally fine. So again, Bellona's following us. It's a little bit annoying. She covers the red buff, but the idea is that what is she doing? Losing a wave. So we try to split her up. If she defends red, she loses farm. If she doesn't defend red, she loses farm. It looks like she's actually just going a little bit maybe backwards to lane. So she doesn't defend red, and she loses farm. No matter what, like it's a net positive for us. We just kind of have to not die, which that's why we have blink. That's why we're building defense and stuff. So we'll be a-okay. Head back over to left. She's going to be on her backs right now. So what we're going to do is just clear this wave as fast as we can. Go over to ours. And just like a lot of solo lane is kind of in this meta and in this game at the moment, you're just sort of not actually fighting a whole lot. And you're really just prioritizing farm. It's a little bit too PvE-like in my opinion. And I think it probably will change in time. But for the moment, this is just sort of like what it is. So, you know, keeping your momentum, keeping your tempo, and keeping that in mind and playing with that kind of idea of just like, let's look to farm, let's not look to fight, I think is going to ultimately do you the best. So that's kind of how I recommend doing things. We're going to lose that minion there. I'm not really going to worry about it too much. No, we got it anyways. Good. But yeah, the biggest thing is I just like don't want to fight this guy because I'm going to lose every trade at this point. He went Kins as his first item. So whenever we're done with the wave or whatever, we either run to Proxy, run to, or just run to hide. As long as we're avoiding him, we're doing a good job. And again, if we're like over aggressive like this, you can say, and we die for it, no big deal. Let's just try to stall time and at least make it difficult. Here again, he's going to his backhand, so we're going to go to Proxy. If he chases us, we're probably getting ganked. I can Athena ult out instantly, or I can at least get the wave first. Ult over to Agni now, we got the wave, we're totally okay. So that's the idea. Again, does it really force much? Not necessarily always, but it helps create a little bit of space and safety for our team. Not a bad call, and most importantly, we got the wave, so we are okay here. We're just going to go Breastplate here. With this item, we can kind of just hold this for now. I want to go like Hussar's Wings eventually, so I'm going to just go like for a Stampede right now. It's a pretty good buy, gives us some HP 5. Also, the passive is really strong. Double defense, I think, is generally a really good idea, especially into a Fizz jungle solo. And yeah, I mean, we're coasting right now. This feels great. Because of the kill we got, we're like a tiny bit ahead. It's probably not going to maintain, especially with us losing our blue, but it's really not a big problem at all. Like this is a happy look. A lot of the time on these kind of characters, you'll get 2-3 levels behind just by rotating and stuff. But again, it's really no trouble. So this is like great. Thanatos is up in the air. I'm gonna look for rocks if they're up. The prio on these are super high in my opinion. I think a lot of solos like don't play for them well. The next one's obviously up at like 925 or whatever. If we're able to consistently get them, we'll have a lot of value. I think Bellona TP'd there, by the way. No? Yeah, I think so. She has assist now. So now we just like farm. It's fine. Sometimes she'll like just beat us out in a rotation if it's deep like that. Yeah, but we get to shove wave, so we kind of do what Bellona normally does, and it's no big deal. And again, this is happening because like we don't have her ult, which is a bit unlucky, and they fought up. But she used the teleporter, so she misses a wave. She's gonna maybe miss some back harpies and stuff like that. So if she makes a big rotation, like we normally would be doing, we just kind of like, you know, do the play Bellona would want to make. So it's really a push-pull, and ultimately, like, we'll end up being ahead with it. So I don't really care. Obviously, it sucks that we have some people who die, but again, no troubles. We're up, you know, a good amount of XP now. You want to prioritize harpies and stuff over the chest camp. It just doesn't bring the same amount of value. If you're wondering why we're not doing totem, it's just kind of because our damage output is really low on this god in comparison to other picks, and it's just not really worth the amount of time it'll take and the amount of tempo we'll lose on this character specifically. If we're on something like Bellona or, you know, maybe even Chalk or something, the answer's not always the same, but I really just value the tempo over everything in this game, and I think it's been a consistent way to work on like winning and stuff, so that's what I recommend. The rocks are coming up, so we're just going right to those again. Again, they're up every 90 seconds. They should be spawning or already spawned. We'll just take them again, and again, 2 strength and intelligence per. We already have like 600 gold worth of rock value from strength and intelligence, so it's doing really good. Bellona might rotate over. Remember, this is also a hybrid S character in the sense that, you know, we're scaling off strength and intelligence. We're getting way more value than a god like Bellona would, only scaling off of strength. That's not, like, shouldn't impact your solo lane pick, but it just means, like, it's even more valuable. That's just kind of nice. We might have to blink here if this gets really scary, but quick juke, I think we're fine. Again, and I have TP, so I'm good to just back for my item. When I have it, 1700 is all we need. So we just keep it moving. We are doing great. I think you also can like say that even if you're not rotating super hard, there is like a sense of, you know, the fact that like a character like this should just be stronger than most solos late game because of the team fight value. So even if we do just prioritize our farm and not really rotate, as long as we're like not getting super far behind, which in this matchup we've managed to play it very like well, that's also cool. So again, no rotation, no problem, as long as you're farming well. And if you realize like the farming is just not going for you, yeah, maybe play to rotate a little bit more. But I'm not forcing anything, and again, it's a little bit harder in ranked with like no comms really. But in competitive, this pick, obviously, I think you can see the value if you want to play call on something. Or if you're like cute with like your mid laner and he's very vocal about wanting to do something or your support. But at the moment right now, just like chilling out, doing whatever, we're kind of fine. I'm gonna look over for the rocks again. They might have been cleared, but we did push the wave. Red buff is coming up, so I can posture for that. But we're feeling good. Really, really good right now.
Your right tower is under
If I go to my backs right now, it's a big momentum killer. Obviously, the farm's great, but I think I'd rather just push the wave and rotate here. I want to like play with this lead a little bit. We'll see. I think I can make something happen. Yeah, let's just like ult mid. I'm coming. Get a ton off, get the 3 off. Ultimate's forced there. Maybe dies there, good job. And right now we can just kind of play for a gold fairy. Again, we just like push the wave, make a quick rotation, and we can kind of like extend it. Yes, Bellona's going to get back, she's going to get some invade, she's going to push the wave, so be it. The point is we're making a timely play, and we're focusing it back to the objective after the fact. I'm going to look for a pick on this Medusa first, just because it's kind of available, just a little bit out of range. Again, we fish for it, if it doesn't happen, no problem. The play call is always gold. You want to rotate 4 objectives, but if you can get a pick on the way first, you know, sometimes that's going to carve out your path to that objective, so it just kind of happens to work out that way. Really nice angle. Here we're going to go into Piri Beads. It's going to be really good for our team. We're going to get our Silencing Gargoyle probably after this, so double Fizz D into Magic D into Magic D, and then we'll go Hussars after that for Hybrid. Kind of just like rounds out our prots really well. I think we're feeling good, no? So yeah, we lost stuff over here, but point is it shouldn't really matter. Bellona ended up TPing, so she does a late rotation and gets value, which sucks a little bit, but we're just going to push-pull like we said and go push over here. We're going to get plenty, and there's no objective for her to do. So even though she gets like kill value, she ends up dying, which is terrible for her, but even though she gets like some kill value with an assist, the point is that we rotated for an objective, got the objective, so anything she does after the fact is probably just not that good, right? And you know, as a result, like we're much happier with that as a player. And, you know, you won't see the most like aggressive, interesting, you know, gameplay on a character like this, but I think there is like a consistency and a reliability on a pick like this that I think for a lot of solo laners might be like really nice to add in their pool. You know, because you play other picks, you're really focused on the farm and stuff, and there's kind of a different philosophy to it, which you'll see somewhat similarly on Thor. Thor, you're probably a little bit more aggressive and you're proxying a little bit more and stuff like that. But if you can like kind of learn Thor, this character is basically an easier version from a ability stance, but maybe a little bit more of a supportive character. The idea is basically the same though. You just kind of rotate and you sack farm like when you can, but you just try to push out when you can and see what you can do. It's just kind of a different way of expressing it, I'd say. We'll go for another like proxy here, and then we just sort of play for this red buff. If those are up, again, it's great. And again, if they do try to chase us out here, like we're basically okay. We have Stampede, we have Blink. That's kind of why we have it. It's just like a lot of reliability. I'm gonna look for something here. I have Taunt in 5. I think Zeus is a good target. Yeah, play for Red. You're good. Nice. So we got some ults there. This is still fine. Silence down as well. I can look now. Double taunted. Okay, sure. No problem. It's fine. Alright, we got a... that's like a lot of cooldowns. It's fine. I'm just going to Stampede us out. Oh, we are getting super linked together. Just blink out here. Bellona ulted on me. I'm chilling. Let me know if you need an ult. I'm like low though. I'm going to reset TP back. So sometimes you can go in first. Even if the fight looks a little bit scuffed, you just ult back in and it's like, should be fine. I'm not sure I ulted on. Hopefully you. Nice. We're giving health, or we're giving a shield and stuff, so, and movement speed, so it's pretty okay to just like do the dirty work as long as you get out. Should be no problem. Luna ults down, just shove mid. I go back to Pyro after this, and we're feeling happy. I should have sold my health pots, by the way. I'm just gonna like use them because I want to pick up this bomb. It's a little trouble by me. If this Geb walks, we can kill him, but I think he won't. Athena feels like pretty nice. Her laning phase is like okay. I mean, it's kind of been like a slower Athena game. I wanted to like showcase like the rotation part, but yeah, it's like kind of whatever. All right, we'll go take these here. Go get a couple more rocks. And now with this 28 strength, 28 intelligence, so you can see like a 1k gold lead, but you know when you factor in like a tier 2 item here, it's giving you 15 strength, and that's, you know, 800-900 gold a lot of the time. You can kind of see like the value from a farm perspective you get, and it's permanent. You don't, like, if you die or anything like that, doesn't really matter. Obviously it may not be the best scaling on a guy like Athena, but the fact that you're denying it and it will like make your hands really strong eventually is quite a good feeling thing to have. We were going to look for this Hussar's Wings here if we have enough gold for it. If not, we'll just start kind of building components for Silencing Gargoyle. I like can't say that word, dear gosh. It's fun. Clear out here. I'm going to look for a Proxy maybe, or just like a little bit of a wave push. And I've got ult ready if the team like just seems a little sketched out on gold. They could play for us right now, and I think they are. Yep, so we're just going to ult out, no problem. Got a couple minions, I'm cool with that, I just don't want to die. It was just Gab, but no reason to risk it. We have enough gold, we're totally happy with it. Alrighty. So yeah, next item should be Silencing. After that, you're kind of happy to go whatever you want. If you want to go a damage item, like fine. I think going something like, let me see. Something with intelligence that's a damage item should be okay. Poly would be a little bit weird, but I guess it works. It's good on the character, not really good this game with her build. Gem of Focus, probably a pretty good option. It's a little weird with how long the cooldowns are on this character, excuse me, but it's still cooldown and stuff, which you like. So I think it's okay. Your choice, honestly. If you want to go more defense, feel free to. Like a Spirit Robe or something is always good. Let's just do a quick damage check on this guy. I'm not really like playing for a kill, but just see how much we do. Alright, no worries. If this Zeus keeps following us, we can just stampede out. I'm fine here. I think we... she's on purple. She finished it if you come to me.
Yeah, there's a Geb on the way as well.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got like pure EVs and stuff, so I can pay myself easy. I'm coming to Geb then. Actually, Medusa's fine. Medusa's fine. Yeah, I'm playing for it. A little bit out of range. Got her now. Freeing. Stampeding. I think you're okay. Nice. Yep. I still have ult. I'm going to reset ult in mid. This fight should be good eventually. I'm going to ult on these, this cab, because I think Agni's just dead here. Yeah. No worries. How does dash? I have beat still. He's it. Good. Let's Geb ult down. Alright, there should be... should just kind of be it. We can like run to fire. I have bomb as well. The moment you get some picks and some space, like it's gonna just always be a really good fire angle, so we have both of those, and we have like decent burn as well with our draft, so good pickup here. 18 rocks now, 36 of each. Big time stuff. Yeah, that's a little grim. It's okay. We'll get it. A little bit backwards of a play call. I think you definitely take this, by the way. Gonna bomb to show you guys how you do it. Boom. Here you go. Try to like, the bomb stuff is kind of just like practice. Try to like get a feel for how much damage is going on, and you'll get better at it. Nothing really to say about it. We almost have enough for a starter as well, XP wise, so that's a nice play. Zeus use beads, which is huge. This guy's a little bit deep. I think we let him go. If he dies, he dies. Oh, you are crazy. Okay.
Alright,
no worries. That was a bit dodgy. We're good though. We can push mid here a little bit and just like kind of look for something. I should be the one tanking, so I will. And again, tier 2 tower slash like a little bit of peel. If Geb goes in, I'm just trying to like taunt the backliners away. Team's fine though. Wait for the stuns to end, then we taunt. The idea is like, you know, no reason to taunt him at a CC. I've missed. Lucky. The Stampede here, we're good. And just like always, we tank aggro, get out, and then ult back in. Really, really effective, simple play call. And maybe more of like a warrior-esque Athena game than like you sometimes have, but hey, I mean that's fine. Like that's why we're in the solo role. You don't have to play as supporty, but as long as you're just like tanking, play in, play out, it's just like a second health bar, and I think it's just really valuable. I think with a really smooth game like that, we'll just sort of have it set. Taunt him after the stun again. No DR in this game, so this plays always work really well. With a really simple game, 21 minutes, we lock it. So we'll take a look at the player damage again. I doubt it was very high. Didn't need to be. Had some simple but effective plays. Again, nothing super flashy, but that's just sort of the nature of the character. So, you know, I think in accordance with us doing all these off-roll videos and stuff, it kind of is a nice kind of slot in to show how you can play something that's maybe a little bit not in the traditional solo side of things. In this role, I'm going to guess we should probably do like 10k, not even 7,000 damage, but hey, that's all you need to do. Good gold per minute, good mitigated, plenty happy with that. So that'll be it for the YouTube video, guys. Thank you so much for watching the YouTube video, and peace.